What's going on, folks? King of the Dead, A Sensei, and this time Kojord's back, and clock done struck. We're back with another episode of One Piece, episode 4. Let me just say up top right here, usually we save this for the end. This pacing is making me go bonkers, because episode 1 pacing, good. Episode 2, kind of sped up, kind of stretching it. Episode 3 was so well plotted out. Episode 3, which CJ hasn't seen, by the way. Episode 3 is so well plotted out that I'm like, damn, it's over? Damn, all right then. What is going on with this one? This episode felt 5 minutes long.
Genuinely felt like there was nothing, like we just got here and then we're already done.
5 minutes.
Jimmy, the only thing that happened here is that we met a dog. Atlas flew away. Kuma showed up, blew some shit up, and then Blackbeard's here. What? It all happened so damn fast.
It was like a bunch of I don't even know how to explain it. I've never read the manga, but y'all have. So y'all might have a little bit more elaboration on it than me. But for me, as somebody who's not read the manga, I was just like, okay, so Luffy's fat. Okay. Throws trash on the ground. New clothes. Which, by the way, we need to talk about.
Well, I already did this in the first review, but looks like we're back with another boys are here, back with another round of Drip or Drown. Yeah, let's go. Everybody's favorite game show. Now, I said in the first review, I believe Luffy's is a drip, because I appreciate a good robe and some shorts. I like that it's a hoodie. I appreciate that not everybody can rock them big steppers, depending on what fit you're in. Luffy rocking them big steppers here. And a little note is that I really enjoy the red gloves. I think, like, on a different person, too much red would look yucky like that, but I think Luffy got that shit on. What y'all think?
Yeah, out of everybody who's basically showed up right now, I think Luffy does look the best. And then Chopper is definitely number 2 so far.
I'm on that Bonnie train, dog. Bonnie got that purple on. You already know.
Bonnie with her ass out again because it hasn't been revealed yet.
They trying to get y'all to go to jail, dog. We got pacifistas out here. Go straight to prison.
Slipping.
Man, I noticed. Bonnie put on that outfit and the police immediately showed up. So, all right, who's looking?
God.
That is so true.
You got us. You got me. But really, if y'all think Chopper's second place, I was going to say Jinbei, only because, spoiler slightly, later Sanji has a very similar fit. He also picks Jinbei's the only one that could rock that specifically. As far as like the old Hawaiian tourist look, Jinbei looked like he's actually relaxed. I didn't know he just put that on over his robe, which is strange. But Jinbei, like he actually out here maxing and relaxing, and this was about to turn into one of the most stressful adventures I've ever had.
So what you're saying is that he gaps it. He because he rocks it and Sanji don't, it elevates him on the chart.
Exactly, precisely.
The only reason why I won't give it to him because I looked at him like he just put that on the top of his clothes. He didn't get no
did he just throw that on? Everybody else got stripped. What did you?
Yeah. So I'm just sitting there like,
the machine was stripping him, and he was like, "Nah, not me."
Not me.
Well, I guess you didn't hear any noises from him. Maybe I don't know.
My thing is that later Luffy goes Gear 5. And he's back in his normal clothes, but white. That machine took those clothes. Is Gear 5 just changing whatever he's wearing into his base outfit, but white?
Oh, so now he has Doflamingo's devil fruit too. Is making clothes out of cloth, string, leather.
Doflamingo can make clothes.
I am not supposed to be starting arguments, but I definitely saw some nonsense online where they were like, "Oh yeah, Luffy's fruit just makes stuff for him." I do not subscribe to that.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get to our Gear 5 arguments. Another thing I brought up towards the beginning of this episode is that I didn't think about it last episode. It didn't really occur to me until I saw them all fat and lazing around. So they make like burgers and fries and pizza and chicken. And Chopper I'll forgive because Chopper only ate the sweets. Chopper's got a sweet tooth. I got that. But Luffy and Bonnie ate things that would normally be heavily seasoned or salted. So devil fruit users can eat salt and it's fine, is it?
Okay, hear me out. Is that right? I can't remember back to Thriller-bark, but I remember they were throwing salt in the mouths of the shadow people. Did they throw salt in Gecko Moria's mouth?
They didn't. They just needed to get him to spit that shit out. I don't think
they just punched him in the tum-tum one time.
Technically it was a throw, but yeah.
They put salt in the zombie's mouth.
Yeah, but like
that's what I'm saying.
That's what they caused the devil fruit.
They do it to him,
and it caused the devil fruit to stop working, so all the shadows flew back. So what's going on with these devil fruit users who are eating all this heavily salted food?
I I don't know. I guess we just gotta.
Has this ever been mentioned before? Has Sanji ever said, "Oh yeah, for Luffy and Chopper and Brooks' food, I don't put any salt in there," or what? Like, is it really just fucking fine?
Oh yeah, this is going back also to that sea salt argument where it's like, no, you can have salt, it just can't be sea salt, and it's just like
all salt is sea salt.
I don't know how this world works. If they're eating food with sea salt on it, how are there any devil fruit uses?
All right, and I did want to say, Beppo mentioned. I do appreciate some good Beppo. I will always love when Beppo's around. Beppo mentioned, yeah, but let me get my fucking alcohol and party poppers out. Beppo fucking mentioned. Second of all, as much as I love when the real can the real bad pirates please stand up? When the real pirates show up in this motherfucker, that was a lot of setup for a fight we are not getting yet.
Can I think that's what was really crazy about the pacing is we spent a lot of time focusing on them getting like stripped by the stupid machine and the clothes and all that, and then they introduce the participants in a fight and immediately cut out.
I'm saying it's like Blackbeard, the Yonko, Jesus with the strong fruit. What's his name with the warp fruit? Doc Q and the Pegasus. All right, see ya. What?
All right, we're gone.
Like, why do we have 3-minute intros and 3-minute outros?
Okay, correction. Yeah. You're right. We don't need all that. The 1.5 minute intro. You can keep your recap of the last episode. If you take all that stuff at the end out, I will accept the flashback of the last episode if you take all that stuff at the end out, except for the outro, because sometimes the outros be bangers.
Also, I did forget that I mentioned this while we were watching it. I forgot Sabo crushed Jesus's face, so he just has his he will just always have this half robotic face, and that makes me sad because that's my second favorite member of Blackbeard's crew.
I was certainly wondering, like, I also had no recollection of that. I was like, why is he a robot?
Because Sabo did the dragon thing on his face. Sabo was actively trying to kill him.
You want to know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy is that's like the only active damage that I can think of in this show. Like, we don't talk about the fact that Akainu definitely got quaked fruit to the head, and he's just fine.
So, the strongest devil fruit in the world, as far as y'all knew, cracked him upside the head with all the force of Whitebeard's dead son, and he just got shook. But Iceman gave him scars?
Yeah.
Or how about everybody Zoro fights? Y'all remember it back in Fishman Island when, like, turns out years ago, the fishmen beat up Nami's island people, and that one dude's literally covered head to toe in stitches because Hachi just diced his ass up? That's what Zoro does to everyone. Yeah, I can't think of a single person that's ever taken lasting damage from a Zoro fight. No scars, no missing limbs, no nothing.
Now that I think about it, why doesn't Nami have scars from her own attack? You know.
Oh, when she starts stabbing her shoulder? And all that did was rearrange her fucking tattoo somehow. What the fuck? All right, and last note I have here for this episode is, has Lucci's beard always done that?
No.
Why is it a TikTok clock now?
I don't know why they added that, but maybe for dramatic effect. I don't fucking know.
And, like, what's our implication right now? Y'all aren't waiting for anything. It'd be one thing if they had, like, a timer and, like, all right, we'll go when the clock strikes 8. You're just sitting around. So is it always just do that? Anytime y'all are doing anything, you should...
All right, my beard says go. Let's go.
Beard says go.
My man has a crazy internal clock. He's never sleeping in.
The ladder log just goes nuts and he has to grab and turn it off, or the bird has to turn it off for him to wake up. Like, come on, man, let's go. Yeah, like I said, that's all I got. Any notes from y'all?
Yeah, I'm pretty good off this one. I talked about the fact that pacing is wild.
Yeah, how we feel overall about this episode?
5 out of 10.
Damn.
6 at the most.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. This is a solid 6.5.
I don't think y'all heard me. Beppo mentioned. I'm giving this episode an 8 out of 10.
Bro, you don't understand. 6 of those points are Beppo.
All right, just making sure. Just making sure we're giving the polar bears props. All right, thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for listening and watching whenever y'all doing it. Thank you, HCJ, for coming out. We'll be back next week and probably a lot of weeks after this because this is going to be a long-ass arc. And yeah, that's it. Signing off.